and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Hello Central. And I am surrounded by some of my most favorite people in all of Nome, and we're going to talk to them in just a few minutes. I'm your host, Richard Beneville, and we're here live on Front Street on a little bit chilly day, but spring is on the way, the birds are in the air, and the flowers are blooming. I've been up on Glacier Creek, harebells, sassafrage, bog rosemary coming out. Pretty soon the avens and things will just start clamping along in the flower world. So it's a beautiful time of year and the water's running freely. And I am surrounded by some of the most wonderful children to know. Welcome, kids. These are the children from The Sound of Music. Yay. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Give yourself a And they are. Would you like to introduce yourselves? Would you like to begin? Who are you and what character do you play? What's your name?
I'm Diana Hannah and I play Gretel.
You play Gretel, the youngest.
I'm Caitlin Tozer and I play Marta.
Marta, who's also studying ballet. Yes, after school. Very nice, very nice. And over here,
I'm Callie King and I play Brigitte Von Trapp.
you're Brigitte. Brigitte's a little sassy, huh? We'll talk about that. I like it. She's sassy. Miss Natalie. Oh.
I'm Natalie Carter and I play Louisa.
And extremely well. Wait till you see yours. Have you seen this a little bit of a video yet? You are gorgeous. I mean, you're all beautiful. But she shines. You really do. Wait till you see. You're just going to get that. You're going to go, oh my goodness. Oh, we're going to ask that question. Remind me, because I want to ask how is having your mother in the show? How that's been. And continuing along behind me.
My name is Sonia Head and I play Lisa.
Beautifully. Beautifully. Oh, you gotta see her. She's so gorgeous. Oh, you are. And next,
I'm Ben Peterson and I play Richard.
the dude. The dude. And next to Benjamin.
I'm Jonathan Peterson and I play Kurt.
You are Kurt. You know, you guys are cool. You guys are cool. This has been a fun thing. We're going to talk about that, and we're going to see a little bit from The Sound of Music, but I want to get some particulars because we're coming up on the final two performances of The Sound of Music. A little bit about the background of The Sound of Music. It's brought to you by the Nome Arts Council in association with the Drama Guild. The Drama Guild is just a part of the Nome Arts Council. They've made this money possible, that's funded this, and we have also been additionally funded by local entities listed in our program, some private, some from out of town, folks who do business in Nome and who understand the importance of arts and the theater and theater in Nome. But this is certainly the Sound of Music is a very large production for the Nome Arts Council. But it's by no means the only thing that the Nome Arts Council does. We're coming up on the Nome Folk Fest in just in a few weeks, which is its third year, I believe, and a real wonderful new event on our calendar of Nome events. And of course, during the year, Arts Council brings you art shows and all sorts of other things. We've funded different groups coming to Nome. We've funded local groups, scholarships. We give money to the music. And all of this is made, a lot of this is made possible not only by the support of the people, but through our gaming permit. So I don't want to talk about that on this show, but that's a fact of life. And folks need to know that, how these things are possible, because a project like The Sound of Music is a very costly one. The rights alone are like $3,500. There's a tremendous amount of investment in scenery, in lighting, which adds so much to it. Do you love the color? Isn't that cool? Yeah. Isn't that cool? When Stefan, who is our lighting designer, who came up with the creative lighting, Alaska Creative Lighting and Sound, we went out for a drive out in the country, and there was sunset. And I had told him earlier, several weeks before, that the colors I wanted rich colors because, we come out of the spring, out of winter, and we've seen wonderful shades of white, but they've been shades of white, and our eyes are kind of hungry for some color and some spring. And so Sound of Music allows an opportunity for us to light this beautiful story with this lovely music that we're going to share here in just a few minutes with wonderful color. And I remember stopping on the road and saying, that's the color right there, Stefan, that's the color. So we worked at getting it, and you'll see some of the Arctic colors. But the show is wonderful, and I wanted to kind of slip in a tape. Have you had fun doing it?
Yeah.
How do you like performing with an audience? How is it different from rehearsal besides me not talking?
More pressure.
It's what?
A lot more pressure.
A lot more, does that help or hurt?
In both ways.
It does work both ways, but I can see as a third party, somebody who's looking at it from an audience point of view, it helps. I know it does. The kids especially. You guys are pretty solid. You're pretty solid. You're a pretty solid performer, Diana. Man, you've had yours, man. Gretel's been Gretel from the very get-go. Can we watch a little? Would you like to see Dory Me? That's what I've chosen. Would you like to see that? Okay, this is going to take, we don't have high tech here. And you know, while I'm changing this, I might add that there's a whole other aspect to the talent that you see on the stage, and especially in The Sound of Music. Because for each one of these children, there are parents that are involved in this, right? They look at, they're backing towards the door.
They're hiding.
They're hiding. And I knew going into this that, and we're having done a bit of children's theater before, that you get this wonderful, support system when it comes to, making sure the kids are there and all of that. But let me tell you, the skinny, that and so much more. From the very beginning, and she's here, and I want to compliment her because Lori Head, who kind of nudged me off the mark to really get going and get me, came in with it after our meeting in October, and I will never forget it. We said, well, here are the names. Can I put them on a list for you? Come on, Dick. Boom! Next, Dana Handlin. And without Dana, simply put, without Dana, and I call you production coordinator, but you have been an incredible, you have no idea how important you have been to the, and you're, not only your acknowledged community-wide ability as an organizer.
General.
But, you kept me on the, you kept me jumping, and I appreciate it so much because, it's made it happen, and thank you for that. And then Marie Chosier. Marie, who, as costumes, who just kind of single-handedly took the kids and said, they're mine. They're mine. So, and Michelle Peterson, who's wonderfully talented, boys. We got both of them I just love it. Michelle, it's so cool. I gotta tell you something, Mr. Benjamin. I saw you today, and I was gonna call you. I said, man, here's this kid riding with his helmet, right? Back from school. Does he ride on the road where it's, probably a lot more comfortable ride than you're having, but he's obeying all the rules. He's not down on the shale. This dude is down on the tundra. It's nasty, gnarly stuff, and he's doing like Harry Potter there. Yeah, man, I'm going. And I sat there, and I'm going, man, I'd be pushing that puppy like this, or I'd be paying not attention to my mom said it, I'd be in the road. So he did. Anyway, so, there's this whole other side to these 3.5 months. These children's lives have gone on. Though we spent a lot of time together, haven't we, kids? A lot of time. You started first. You were the first people to rehearse. And that shows. And then with that, I'll shut up and put this tape in. Oh, you parents are so cool. Now, I hope I got the right tape. I can remember the last time what happened. Hello, Central. Merciful Mother of Maud Adams. All right, I have